So we're gonna start anyways. Hi guys, this is us live, and you can actually see us. So welcome to today's session. My name is Nihal Munir. I'm a reservoir geomechanics engineer, and you've been hearing my voice around over the course of the past 2 months. Today's session is a very special session because we're answering your questions. So let me divert the mic to all the other members of the team. Dr. Ahmed.
Okay, hello everyone. I believe most of you know who I am. My name is Ahmed Al-Garhi. I'm Egyptian origin. I live here in the United States, and I'm teaching for Marietta College. So also I'm the director of PioPeto project, which is I'm part of this program with SPE Egypt section. That's it.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Bertrand. I know this is your first time to see my face, so that's me. I am a petroleum engineering with a bachelor from Marietta College. So, yes.
Ahmed Hussein.
Hello, everyone. This is Ahmed. I'm a petroleum engineer in North Sinai Petroleum Company, and I have been finishing my master degrees in the University of Leoben in Austria. This is where I reside right now. During the internship, I was responsible for the Google Classroom and the quizzes, along with Mohammed Hamid, who is unfortunately not here today. So that's it. Who's next?
Mohammed Al-Zajjali.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mohammed Al-Zajjali. You saw me in the last webinars. I was the moderator. I'm a student of petroleum engineering at University of Oklahoma, United States, and I'm holding a position of student liaison at OUSPE. So yeah, that's me.
And Mohammed, you from Oman, right?
I'm from Oman, originally from Oman, and studying at the United States.
Okay, so we have Bertrand from Congo, and we have Mohammed from Oman.
From Oman. Yes.
And the remaining of the gang from Egypt. So
the great Egypt.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So chemist Marwa.
Yes, introduce myself. My name is Marwa Al-Qut. I'm the drilling fluids department manager in Agiba Petroleum Company. Also, I'm in assignment on E&I for fluids operations in Oman, Bahrain, and UAE. Also, I'm the SPE Egypt mentor chair in the board of the directors of the Egyptian section. I was an organizer also in the internship, supporting the team, and happy to be with you in this live webinar.
Okay, Reem Henry.
Hello, everyone. I'm Reem Henry. I work as a wireline and perforation field engineer for Halliburton, phasing out to be a coordinator. I'm also a member of SPE Egypt, YP, for the third year now in the board, and I'm very happy that I joined this program this year.
Dina, are you awake?
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Dina Ata. I'm working as a petroleum engineer at Khalda Petroleum Company, in specific for sucker root and well testing teams. So I was a part of the Arab Oil and Gas internship as a moderator, and I'm very pleasant for taking this opportunity to work with a great team just like you. So I'm very happy to be here today. Thank you.
Nahal, it is back to you again.
Yes, thank you, team, for the great introductions. So you guys, you've been asking lots and lots of questions, and all of them revolve basically around the same thing: final exam. So I'm just gonna have Dr. Ahmed give a brief introduction, and then we will dive in. Dr. Ahmed, can you give a small introduction about the final exam? What is it entitled and stuff?
Let me share with you the main points of the final exam. The final exam will be 100 multiple choice questions, the same levels, very similar to questions you get in quizzes. And we can promise you at least 50% of the 100 question will be copy and paste from your quizzes. Okay, so at least 50% of your 100 questions final exam will be copy and paste from your quizzes. Okay, so just watch the videos, do your quizzes, at least you have 50% of the grade in your pocket. Okay, so the final exam itself will be 30% of your grade. Final exam, 30%. The quizzes you submitted is 70%. Okay, we have two groups. We have petroleum engineers or petroleum engineering students and others. So if you are studying chemistry, mechanical engineering, whatever is not petroleum engineering, you are from that second group. So the first group, we want you to submit at least 40 quiz. At least. Whenever I say at least, it doesn't mean you need to submit 40. At least mean we appreciate if you submit 50 or 60 or 70 or all of them. Okay, but we are talking about the minimum. Okay, so the other group, the two groups will have the same final exam, except the passing grade will not be the same. We don't want to mention exact number right now for the final. Let's wait and see how you will do in your, majority of you will do in the final. So we'll do what is better for you. For sure, we are supporting you, so we would like to give you a hard time. The main objective of this internship is to push on all of you to study and learn, because you are like younger brothers and sisters. So we like all of you to be better than us. Okay, so we will have the final exam on Wednesday 29th. So write this date down, Wednesday 29th. And the exact time we will post it on Facebook group. We're still discussing, is it better to be at 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. So we did not decide yet. We are trying to get a time, good time for all of you worldwide, because we have students from Indonesia and we have students from United States. So we want to pick a time convenient for all of you. So we will write this in the Facebook group whenever we decide that. So if you, for any reason, if you cannot do your final on 29th, there is a second exam for students who has emergency and cannot do it on 29th. You can do it in 31st. The only bad thing, the exam is totally different. So it is 100 questions in 60 minutes. The exam time is 60 minutes. 100 simple questions in 60 minutes. So I believe I mentioned the main, the important things, and we can answer one by one if we have anything not clear. So Nihal.
Yes, so we've actually covered most of the questions. How many hours, number of questions, weight, will everyone be giving the same exam? Oh yeah, we have a question. If someone fails the final exam yet they have excellent scores in their quizzes, will they be issued a certificate?
If he failed the exam?
Yeah.
I cannot believe he or she will do the minimum effort without getting any emergency and he or she failed.
Yeah, exactly. You guys have like 50% of the questions already with you. So if you studied the quizzes.
Yes, because the final itself is 30%, only 30% of your grade.
Yeah.
So most of the grade, which is the 70%, this is on your quizzes. So to fail the final, you may not get a good grade in the final, but you still can pass. If you fail all of that, it means you have a problem.
Yeah. So this question is for Ahmed Hussein. When will you announce or post the answers for the recent quizzes?
Okay. So the answers of the quizzes are published after the quizzes are closed for submission. So today, for example, is the deadline of a lot of quizzes, actually the quizzes for the last 3 weeks. So ideally, we would publish the quizzes tonight after 9 p.m. But since these are a lot of quizzes this time, I think we might be late a day or two for these quizzes of the last 3 weeks. And then next week, we have the next deadline. So after the deadline again, when the quizzes are closed, we will publish the answers.
Okay, we have another question. Will the grades of the quizzes be announced to the final exam or not?
Okay, so maybe this is related to how your final certificate will look like. So I believe we can show that overall grade, like the final plus the quizzes, the total grade. Also, we can mention how many quizzes submitted. I believe this is the most important information will be in your certificate. So giving all of you one by one the grade for each quiz, just so we can show you pass or fail only. I should ask Ahmed Hussein, because Ahmed, Engineer Ahmed, who's doing this stuff. So what is easy for you, Engineer Ahmed?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I will ask you to rephrase the question again. I was checking another question here.
Okay, so which data we can show in the final certificate, and it is not a problem? Like, can we show them grades one by one for each quiz, or this is a lot of work?
Well, we will have these grades anyway, but I'm not sure if it's if it's normal to have all of your grades on your certificate. I mean, we'll have to think about the design. I was thinking that yeah, we'll have minimum information like
the total grade and how many quizzes submitted.
And
yes.
then we can publish the grades themselves. But to put them on the certificate, I'm not sure if this is.
It is hard to do that. It is hard to do that. I mean, but at least you will know your overall grade, and you will know how many quizzes submitted for this internship.
Yeah. Okay. So I have a question. Someone is asking, can we take the exam from our mobile phones? Not, or do we need the laptop? So, yeah.
Here's the point. Because the exam is only 1 hour, so just use the equipment you feel more comfortable with. If you want to do it in your cell phone, it is your problem. If your cell phone gets shut down for any reason, or you click the submit button before finishing the exam by mistake, I mean, try to use something easy to handle. So it is your choice. You can do it from cell phone, from laptop, from desktop. It is your choice.
I will just add something. Maybe if they are asking if it's technically possible to do that, yes, it's technically possible. Yes. But yeah, do whatever.
Okay, so we have another question. How can you tell we have an emergency?
What?
How can you tell that we have an emergency? How would you distinguish that?
I get 2 cases last few days. Someone was hospitalized. it is easy to confirm that. You can show some documents that you were hospitalized from that date to that date. We have 2 times for the final exam. So if you have an emergency in 29th, try to attend the second one in 31st. So we are giving you 2 choices to limit these emergencies. But we need all of you to do the final.
Yes. Can I add something?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you guys, this is something that is, voluntarily you're signed in this internship to learn, and we're trying to help you to learn. So if you want to cheat, it's on you, not us. You'll be kidding yourself, not us.
This is, we are all adults, so we believe that we know what is right and what is wrong. So,
yeah, and we do believe in you that you have integrity. So
yes,
we allow emergency because we trust you. So don't betray our trust, please.
Okay, we can go move to the next questions.
Okay, someone is asking, or actually saying, that the time is too short and would put too much pressure on them, and they need 1 hour and 30 minutes. Not just 1 hour.
You need 1 hour and 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, so
how do you know that it's 1 hour?
Let me say it this way. This is internship, right? And we are preparing you to move from your life as a student to your life in a company. What I can promise you, this is not the hardest time in your life. Whenever you get a job, what we have now is just, you're playing. In real life, your manager will ask you to do something, and you may stay, 2 or 3 hours after your time to finish it, and you cannot say no. You may get very, very, stress on you. So just prepare yourself for harder times. The exam 60 minutes for 100 question. We did not mention the passing grade yet. So let's say, I believe you can finish all of them in 60 minutes because I'm teaching. I have students, so I know this. You can finish in 60 minutes. So later we will check the grades of all of you, and we see, okay, it was enough or not. Do we need to give bonus points or not? Do we need to lower the passing grade or not? But we need to see the results first. So just study hard and focus. It is just 60 minutes for 100 questions. So it needs you to watch all the videos, do all the quizzes, get ready.
Yeah, okay. Someone is also asking about the platform that the final exam will be held on. Is it the same Google Classroom?
The same Google Classroom.
Okay. Well, okay. I guess everything else is pretty much repetitive. Yeah, someone is asking, are you going to show the grades in the certificate?
The overall grade. Like you got 90%. You got 75%. We agreed before that the passing grade is 70%. So we need you, for sure, will show if it is 72 or 90 or 100 or whatever.
Okay, I have a really good question here. What if during the exams we were disconnected? Can we retake the exam?
I believe Ahmed Hussein, because I'm not sure technically if you get disconnected, the exam will resume again after we get connected again or not. So Ahmed, do you have a clear answer for that?
Actually, I also cannot say 100%. If you get disconnected, will the answer is considered, or your answers are considered submitted or not? If you submit the form, then no, you will not be able to answer again. If it's not submitted, then yes, you can you can solve again, or maybe you can go again in the next time if you don't.
So it is one submit button. So he sees 100 questions in one page, and there's one submit button. Is it true?
Yeah, there's eventually one submit button for the form. I personally did not try to disconnect myself during one of the quizzes and see what happens, but I actually might do that. I might just open an exam and close before I submit, but I don't think that he will not be able to join again as long as he didn't submit it.
Yeah, I think if you get disconnected, the exam won't be submitted, because it happened to me, like one of the quizzes that I was doing, but then I received the call and I have to rush out, so I just closed everything and I came back. The quiz wasn't submitted, so they will be fine. If they get disconnected, they can.
But I believe the problem is counter, the clock, the time.
Oh yes, that will be the problem.
Yeah, the time is running. The time will pass, but when you submit, the submitting is the key one. If you didn't submit anything, it will not count. The answer will not consider.
Open the exam and not submit anything, just read the questions, and
Oh yeah.
Later he can reopen it again. So I believe the problem was the timing. So we can check that technically, and we can get a better answer, and we post it in Facebook.
And sometimes you cannot really do anything about the problem, but yeah.
Anyway, we will, if it is not your mistake, for sure we will get you a solution. Don't worry.
Okay, so someone is asking from the time of the login, will they be timed?
Yes,
and then
whenever you start the exam, the counter is on.
Oh, so this is actually a question from, I think I understand what they mean. They're asking if there is a counter the moment they start the exam or not. And
yeah,
I think no, and so the time will be universal. I can also see another question about that it will be universal timing worldwide, or from the time you log in. No, it will be universal time worldwide. Like you say that it's from X PM or AM or whatever at Cairo time, for example.
It's 60 minutes.
Until X plus 1. It's not from the time that you log into the exam.
It is 60 minutes anyway, right?
Yeah.
So if they did not submit at the end of 60 minutes, the answers will be saved or will be lost?
I believe he will get a 0. If he stays 60 minutes without submitting anything, he should submit.
Will he submit each question, or at the end of the exam, they will submit the whole exam?
All of them.
No, I'm asking, each question will have a submit button, or the whole exam will have a submit button?
Ahmed, which way is better for you?
Actually, I was planning to have the one submit button for the whole exam, but now
yeah.
About this question, I'm also thinking I will actually try to do this. I will try to see what happens if I close the form from my side and then the exam is still open on the other side from the student. Can he still submit or not? Because I'm sorry to say so, but I do want you to be able to submit after the hour. So in this case, if it is possible, I will either ignore the questions that were submitted after the hour, or the other option is that I will just make a submit button for each of the questions. But anyway, you know that you will have this 1 hour that will end at some point, and you will not be able to, or we will not be able to accept your answers after that.
I think one of the things we can do is if after an hour, like you answer some of the questions, but after an hour you didn't click on the submit button, then whatever you answered already should be submitted.
Yeah, so I agree with you, but that's why I will think about really doing a submit button for each of the questions, and then, as you say, because I don't want someone to miss just to answer, I don't know, like 50 or 60 questions, and then just do not submit these questions at the end.
But
It
So
doesn't
can we make it, let's say, in 10 pages, the 100 questions that in 10 pages, and each page has 10
submit.
questions, and he
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, we can divide it into sections, and each section would have.
Yeah, section pages. Yeah, that's
that'll be better.
yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, each 10
Yeah.
questions, so they know at the end of the exam they scored maybe 50% or more.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So thank you, whoever asked this question.
Yeah, it was from me, but yeah, that's okay. Thank you. So we have another question. Someone is asking, can he take the exam on 29th and 31st? And then we can pick the best?
No, I mean, I believe. Ahmed, do you plan to show the final grade of the final exam immediately or not?
Actually, we can to show the grades, like to give the students the grade.
No, the grade only of the final exam.
Yeah, I understand, the grade of the final exam.
Yes.
You mean?
Yes.
After they submit.
They click submit.
I'm afraid we have a technical issue with this. Like, if we enable this, there's another technical issue with it that we will not.
Okay, so we later we can send it by email later, or we can send the total.
Yeah.
So I'm not recommending you to attend the 2 exams. Just attend the second exam. Just pick one, because you will have 2 grades, and we don't know which one is. So please attend just one time. If you submit it successfully, just keep it one time.
Yes, please don't make life harder for us. Like, but if you finish one, then please stick with it. Otherwise, I will have to check your name. I will see that you have you submitted twice, and then of course I will pick the highest grade in this case. But yeah, please also make our life easier.
Hi guys, this is Rin. A question we have from Salman is for the 23rd of July webinar, will it be considered in the internship?
So, Reem, can you repeat again?
For the 23rd of July webinar, will it be considered in the internship?
Okay, so we
in
still.
The exam.
Okay, this is a good question. So, right now we have 4 more webinars. We have 4 more webinars. Engineer Mustafa Kurtam, he gave his first webinar, but he asked to repeat it. He got some kind of emergency. So let's make it clear. One of his relatives passed away, and he knows that during the webinar. So he was not in a good mood, and he was not so he asked to repeat the webinar again, because he believes that he can explain things better. Okay, so we have 2 webinars for Mustafa Ortam, for Engineer Mustafa, and we have 2 webinars, one for Engineer Amr Hassan and one for Engineer Hazem. So total, we have 2 webinars in 23rd, and we have a 3rd webinar on 24th, and the last one in 25th. And we have a Q&A session with Dr. Mustafa Arabi. This is a Q&A session. If you want to attend it, yes. If you don't want to attend it, no problem. Q&A session will help you to pass your exam, to answer any question related to the 4 webinars of Dr. Mustafa. So total together we have 5. 4 of them has quizzes, and 1 of them is just Q&A session.
Great. Then another question we have, what about if the trainee missed around 20 quizzes due to late registering?
We care about the total. I mean, we have like 70 quizzes. We'll have like 70 or 71 quizzes. Okay, so if he registered late and he missed 20, he still have 50. So he can submit 40 if he's studying petroleum engineering, or he can submit 20 at least if he is studying something else. So if he missed the first 2 weeks, it is not a big problem.
Okay. Another question, will the solutions be uploaded later for the exam?
If they want to know the right solutions for the final exam, yes, why not? We can post that later.
Okay. Do we have to follow the question, or we can pick them, select whatever we want?
I believe it depends the way that Ahmed Hussein will design the exam. As I mentioned, he is now the most important friend in this group because he's making the exam and grading the students. So I believe maybe we need to have like one more short meeting, like maybe after a week, whenever everything settled and Ahmed Hussein mind, he get his a sample for the exam, so we can answer better all questions related to if I get disconnected or not, how that timing will work, and all of this kind of things. So, but I believe
or I also can like post something or make a document for the students.
Yes. Also, we can make a sample if this is
because
like
for the meeting, maybe not everybody is here, but if we post the document and then everybody can access the document and read it.
Okay. The question someone is asking when we will get our results.
Do we need more than a week, Ahmed, after that? After the final, do we need more than a week to finalize everything? Or?
I don't think so. I don't think we need more than a week now. So hopefully, I don't know if I will have any obligations at that time, but I will do my best to finish the results as soon as possible, of course.
And by the way, you will receive the certificate on your email as a PDF. So your certificate, you will receive it as a PDF, as we mentioned before, signed from SPE Egypt and signed from Marietta College. Yes, and you will get by email.
Just a reminder for whoever joined later and did not fill the required personal information, please do that. It's available on your classroom. You should only do it once. So if you already did it, so okay, ignore me right now. But if you didn't, please go and check your classroom. Under classwork, you will find required personal information. Please fill that form.
Okay. Shashwat is asking, will there be this type of internship again in future?
Yes, for sure. Why not? Look, we started this project to continue. So all of you know the mission of SPE. It is like non-profit, and PioPetro is the same idea that we are doing this kind of educational services free of charge is mainly for students. So after we finish this internship by the end of this month, we will have short courses free of charge in August and September, in all months. And in the next summer, we will do another big one, and we'll keep doing this every year. So yes, I mean, we have a lot of good surprises for you every month, not only, I will not say, hey, wait for the next year, for a year, no. Just in August, September, October, every month we will have at least 2 short courses for you, free of charge, if you are interested. Okay. And for sure it will have individual certificate, and for sure it will add a big value to your resume.
Okay, an anonymous question. What is the best way to prepare for the final? Any tips?
Watch videos as possible, as many as possible. Try to learn, review the answers, the quizzes answers whenever Ahmad promised he will do it, let's say, within 1 or 2 days. All the quiz will be posted, except the last few ones. So try to review them and check if you understand the information right or not. And again, if you have anything confusing, send us a post and write something in the Facebook group. Ask, hey, this piece of information not clear. Please, I need more clarification about this question.
Another question, after the 60 minutes, will it be submitted automatically or we will lose our results?
Personally, I wish to have something like this, but I cannot confirm because Ahmed knows better than me.
So me neither. It's just as we said before. Yeah, we will try to give you the opportunity to submit some questions at least. I don't want the hour to pass and then you did not submit anything. So I will try to structure it in the best way possible. But anyway, it will not happen that you will not submit and then the hour will pass and then you wish or you expect that the question will be submitted. No, this will not happen. I'm saying that I will try to put a few submissions or a few submission buttons, or maybe for each of the questions, or maybe for each group of questions, so that just you don't forget and the time passes and you eventually are not able to answer in time.
Okay, thank you. Another question we have is for the top scorer, is there an opportunity for internship or projects or maybe any job opportunities?
You know, this is a hard question to answer. You know, we are living in different countries. So, but the situation is the same. You know what is what the lower oil and gas prices do in the United States is very similar to what do in Pakistan or India or Egypt. It is the same situation. What is COVID-19 did here in the United States very similar to what did in China or whatever. So what we can do whenever any of us hear about an ad about a job at any country, we can post the ad, but we cannot promise anything more than that because we don't have the power to do that. I don't have. I'm a teacher. I don't have my own company to promise you something more than that. But for sure, we will do our best to train you. Whenever you get interview, you will do a good job. We'll get you trainers in soft skills. We'll get you trainers in English. We'll get you trainers in how to perform well in a job interview. But to get you a job itself, this is something very beyond what we can do. I wish we have the power to do that.
All right, moving to Johannes' question. Will there be any numerical problems in the finals, such as numerical question that takes 1 to 3 minutes to solve, or a calculator?
No. We mentioned before that we, as Ahmed Hussein asked you to make our life easy, we will do our best to make your life easy. So no calculations in your final. Very simple questions. Just just common sense questions, because we know that we are from different majors, and we want to set general information in your mind, not something very specific. So it will be easy one. You will like the exam, don't worry.
I think we covered pretty much all the questions we were sent. Does anyone from the team?
Yes, Reem. Someone is asking. He said he's a chemical engineering, and he didn't answer all of the quizzes. He discarded some quizzes in the modules. So, like, I don't know what he mean by here, but he said, "Must I answer all the modules from the exam?"
Okay, again, let's say if you are studying chemistry and you get 100 question, and do you have a similar exam, the same exam or a different exam? As I mentioned before, it is one exam, but the passing grade is different. Let's say the petroleum engineer will pass from a higher school. I don't want to mention numbers. A higher school, but because you are studying chemistry or geology or petrophysics, we will pass you from a lower school because we know that you did not, maybe you did not attend all the webinars, or many of these webinars not related to what you are studying, and it is hard for you to understand. For example, if you are studying geology or chemistry, I believe well testing will be complicated to you to understand. So it is the same exam, but the passing grade is different. Our expectation to you as a geologist or petrophysicist will be, giving you the passing grade will be lower, so it will be easy for you. So don't worry if you see many questions not easy for you. It doesn't mean you will not do well in the exam. And again, if you want to be in the safe side, submit quizzes as many as possible, because it is 70%. Remember that. Yes, that's it.
Okay, we have a question for Ahmed Hussein. If we get the assignment marked as done late, will it be considered done or not?
Well, ideally, this should not happen. I understand this maybe happened with you for one maybe a quiz or two quizzes, because we closed the quiz at the time that we say that, okay, this is the deadline, and we supposedly close the quiz at this time. But there was a case, I think, where one or two quizzes, we extended the deadline of the quiz, but we did not really change this status or the deadline in the classroom. So I believe everybody who submitted this quiz after the initial deadline, they would have this message, but it's okay. Like as long as it's submitted, so don't worry about it. Your answers are saved.
Okay. Another question, which quizzes you take into account? If you answered all the quizzes, you will consider the highest grades?
Yes, we will pick the top ones.
Okay.
So let's say someone submitted the 70 quizzes, but he got not the same grade, so we will consider the top 40. If he is a geologist or a petrophysicist or chemist, we will consider the top 20.
Okay. Another question, if I answered more than 40 quizzes, will I get a bonus?
Bonus. Okay. This is remind me, I believe Bertrand knows that well, because this is remind me about the students here in Maratha College. Whenever they ask, all the time, whenever I tell them something, hey, we will get a bonus for that or not?
You will be an employee in the
they don't want to do anything for free. Just they need to get the price immediately. So, the bonus is we will write in your certificate the number of quizzes you did. Let's say we will write down that you are submitted 70 quiz out of 70. This is very good to have something like this. It is way better than showing that you submitted only 40 out of 70.
Okay. But if he didn't get at least 70%, he will not get his certificate.
The total should be more than 70 or more. The total means the final plus the quizzes should be 70% or more.
Okay. Someone is asking, what about if I did bad in the final exam, but I did well in quizzes?
If the total is still 70% or more, you are in a good shape. If not, you are in trouble.
Okay. Other questions? I have a lot of questions actually. So, is there any negative marketing?
What does that mean?
I think he asking about if there is a wrong and he can't give any get any marks in the exam.
Like
Zero.
You get zero in the exam?
Yes.
I think he means if he submitted a wrong answer, he would be penalized for it.
Yeah.
No. Okay, you mean the
like
getting
the
negative?
MCQ part. Yeah.
No. We are not that bad guys. We are good ones.
What will be written in the certificate? It does. Is it only attendance of something else or something else?
Okay. This question a little bit confusing for some of you. You know, sometimes we never, because we who will sign the certificate? We mentioned that Marietta College, which is a university, and SPE Egypt. The problem is we have a university. So someone would ask, is it considered a class? Can I take it to my university and they give me a credit for it? Here is a problem. So we mentioned this is not academia. This is not academic certificate. This is not, you cannot take it as a part of your bachelor degree or master degree or whatever. It is not a class. It may considered as it may replace your summer internship. So in the American University in Cairo, for example, this training will replace the summer internship. The same thing in King Abdulaziz University in Saudi. The same thing in King Saud University in Saudi. So this course may replace, or this internship may replace the required internship in your university. But we cannot consider it as a class with 3 credit hours similar to what you get in a university, because it is not the problem of Marietta College, it is not the problem of SPE Egypt, it is a problem of the university who will accept that or not. So it is not us, it is your university. Okay, so I wish this, so this is why we mentioned clearly it is a certificate of attendance, it is a certificate of completing or completion of summer internship training. We confirm that you attended, you did your final, you get this grade, but this is not a university course or university class.
Okay, someone is asking if everyone has the same exam questions regardless of their specific or fields.
It is one exam, but we have 2 exams, one in 29th and one in 31st. So the exam of 29th and 31st are totally different. Okay, but what you get is, I cannot say identical, but they're still kind of similar during the same day.
Okay, someone is asking which webinars should we focus on, because we
remember something, Dina, before we move this question. Guys, okay. We have a bank of questions. Let's say we have like 1,000 questions, and the system will random them. So if you have a friend sitting in the next room, it doesn't mean he will get the same exam.
Okay.
Because the exam will be different. So if you have any plans for cheating or cooperating with, please try to forget that, because the exam will not be the same. Okay.
Okay.
So, Maybe this is
Okay.
sad news.
Someone is asking which webinars should we focus on, because we are watching more than 70 ones, and it's a huge task.
I believe the webinars which is more general is better one to start with. I don't want to mention names, but the general ones is more important. General ones like what? Like, let's say all of you like Dr. Mustafa Arabi webinars. Why? Because the topic he's introducing, beside he's a great teacher, the topics he's introducing is simple and easy to understand. So this kind of webinars, for sure, it is more important, which is more giving a good overview about everything. But, you know, again, try to watch and study as many as possible webinars.
I will take over after Dina. Thank you, Dina, for the great job. Someone is asking, this question is for Mr. Ahmed Hussein. Someone asking about the form that we have to put our information in. He did it, but he still see the form is unturned, or he still does see the form in his page in Google Classroom.
Okay, as long as he submitted, there is no problem. I don't understand. I don't think. I don't remember which deadline. Maybe we didn't put a deadline for it because it doesn't have a deadline anyway. But there is no confirmation will be sent. I'll just add this for myself. Like, there is no confirmation of any sort. And sometimes we discussed this before, that sometimes you will answer a quiz and it will give you that it's missing while it was already like saved. So don't worry, as long as you submit it, it's okay, no problem.
Thank you so much. And I have a general question. Someone is asking, will graduates have different questions than undergraduates?
No, it is one exam.
Yes. Someone is asking a question that, is there any chance to get a hard copy of a certificate for a small amount of fees? And that's, I think, very hard.
If we live all in the same country, it should be an easy task. But the problem is we have trainees from 70 different countries. So let's say if I print them in here in the United States, we need to send it to 70 different countries. If chemist Marwa will print them in Egypt, she need to send them to 70 different countries, and you know each country has many trainees, so it is too complicated. So the easy way is to receive a good design certificate, a certificate in a good shape, very professional one, as a PDF, and you can print it in your country. I believe this will be easier for all of us.
Thank you so much. We have questions. Okay. So someone is asking, what if the exam is supposed to start at 3 p.m. and someone is 20 minutes late? Will the person lose 20 minutes out of the 60 minutes? And that's, yes.
If he believes that 20 minutes is too much to finish, he can ignore that time and focus with the next exam. We have 2 exams. But again, I mean, like you are going to your university exam and you went late. It is, again, you need to handle your time better than that.
Yes. Someone is asking, where can I find my information that I recorded in Classroom, Google Classroom? I think he means the answers or something related to that. This question for Mr. Ahmed Hussein.
I actually did not understand correctly what is meant by the question. Like the person.
The question Yeah, the question is where can I find my information that I recorded in Google Classroom?
I don't know if he means that he submitted this required personal information and he wants to read it. I don't think it's possible for him. So if this is the question anyway. So if he's not sure about something, let me say, like if he wants to read it because he's not sure about something, maybe he wrote something differently or anything, he can submit it again. I will take the latest one. Please, I don't remember if there is an unsubmit button if you open the form again or not. If you go into this form, I suppose there will be an unsubmit button, and then please unsubmit it and submit another one if you think there is something wrong or if you want to update any of your information.
Thank you so much. Someone is asking, we will get 50% of our questions from our old quizzes, but what's the level of hardness for the other 50?
Say it again, I did not get that.
Someone is asking, we will receive 50% of questions from our old quizzes.
Yes.
But what about the other 50%? What is the level of the hardness of these questions?
No, it is still easy ones, but maybe not repeated. Maybe it is not from the questions you got before, but it's still easy ones and direct questions, and so it should be easy ones.
Okay, thank you so much. I think that's it. I don't see any other new question. All of them are repeated or we have already answered them. So if there is any additional information from one of the team, you can add it now. I think that's all what we got here. Oh, just one question more. This I think for Dr. Ahmed Al-Garhi. So someone is asking, what's the time that we can receive our result? Is it 1 week or 2 weeks to receive the certificate and the result of the?
I think we get this question before, and we mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
It should be within a week.
Within a week. Okay. Thank you so much. I think that's all. That's all the questions we received. I don't have any new question. If one of the team has any new question, you can ask.
No, I guess we kind of covered everything. So just to wrap up, you guys, the final exam will be on 29th and 31st. That will be 30% from your total mark, 70% on the quizzes, 100 questions in 60 minutes, and you have to take the exam. That's pretty much everything. And for the passing degree or the passing number, it would be decided after we see the results of your exams. We will take everything in consideration. We want you all to succeed, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, and I will disconnect from my side, and again, I'm recording, and we will post that in YouTube within less than an hour. Okay, have a good evening, all of you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Good luck.